45 million people have gym memberships. 88% of those never come back. And this is not good for the fitness industry. So we've been trained since birth to do something for something else. We cry to get food, we work to get money, and we swipe our credit card to earn points. And this type of external motivation is how Cooley Fitness is going to change the way we exercise. So take a moment and think of something you want. It can be anything. Is it an iPad? Is it a new toaster, a new car? It really doesn't matter what it is. As long as you're willing to earn it, I'll give it to you for free just by exercising. Now we know that the fitness industry is a competitive space. However, when it comes to motivation, it's actually really small. In fact, there's only one company that's doing anything like this. However, they're using a negative reward system where Cooley Fitness uses a positive reward system, meaning that we reward you and encourage you every single time you exercise so that you come back. So that you come back, so we've put a lot into this so far. And I currently work 4 jobs to try and get this thing off the ground. One of those jobs gave me the opportunity to talk to hundreds of people about the idea. Of those, the people who were currently exercising realized that this type of system would allow them to earn something for the work that they were already doing. But more importantly, the people who weren't exercising, this type of system would get them started and to continue on to that healthy lifestyle. So right now we're looking for fitness instructors, we're looking for web developers and programmers, and we're also looking for mentors who want to help change the way we exercise. So if you want to help the millions of people who want to be healthy, join Cooley Fitness, and let's start rewarding people for exercising. Thank you.
Finished on your time. You didn't even give me a chance to give you the hook. So, judges, now we have our 4 minutes of questions and answers.
I'll go first. Can you tell us a little bit about how you envision the revenue to work on this, giving away products, and how do you plan to fund this business?
So the way that it works is each member pays $15 a month to be a part of it. So that's completely competitive considering in town a single class is about $15. And the way that the reward system works is we use a pay-per-click style model where advertisers basically sponsor you to exercise. So for example, if Starbucks were to sponsor you today for this exercise, you could earn up to 10 points versus a 1 point that the business would cover. So that's how it would work.
And with that revenue model, how many memberships do you need to sell, and what kind of sponsor input do you need to have in order, what's your break-even point, and to be profitable?
So the way that we've established our finances is to kind of do a continual break-even point, so we don't do anything until we can afford it. But overall, if everything's going good, it would only be 5,000 people.
5,000 continually every month?
5,000 members. And as far as the other revenue, as far as the advertising and sponsorship, that doesn't account to any of the break-even. Because all that money goes towards paying for the prizes, if you will, the rewards.
You mentioned that your target market's around 45 million people, right? What does that equate to in dollars?
Oh, I did the math on this. 45 million times 40, we're talking 1.6 billion-ish.
Okay. So when what are you going to do as far as you're here to raise money, or eventually? First and foremost, how do you deploy your capital?
So one of the things that we need to do is get the equipment. Right now, I've been borrowing stuff, but we need our own. I'm filming all the classes that we do in my garage. And so basically we just need the hard goods to be able to do it on our own, so we don't have to rely on anybody else. And then the other money would go to hiring fitness instructors, because if you're working out your own body for free and then have to go do it to get paid, that doesn't really work out for a lot of people.
Lastly, what kind of market research have you done to assess the demand for something like this?
Well, other than directly talking to people, that's what I do a lot of.
Sure.
We've kind of in a phase where we're just trying to get it to in the startup phase where we can actually really test it. And from what people I've talked to, I mean, not everyone, but the majority of people have been really like, when is this available? Like, I do it today. And so, I mean, that's all I really know.
Besides you, who else is on your team?
Well, Philip over here was one of our Philip instructors. Another instructor that was working with us moved to San Diego, and so right now that's really the deal.
Is there anything unique about any of these individuals, or that makes it proprietary for?
That's one thing we're working on. Because this is a habit-changing system, we're thinking that maybe there's something there that we can do within the Link Row property.
Tim, have you got to the point where you've thought through marketing and how you plan to get this out to the masses?
Yeah. So one of the easiest ways to do it is to create a meetup group. That's how the Entrepreneur Circle started. And offer free fitness classes. We'll always offer free fitness classes to be filmed. So we can do that at Liberty Park, Change Parks. And that's one way that we can get people together. I currently work in internet marketing. So I have a blog. It gets about 1,000 viewers a month. And so we can start pulling those resources and getting out the idea through internet marketing and social. And then once the system is actually developed, using the point system to help market the program. For example, if you share this with your friends, we'll give you 5 points. Because people are trying to earn something, people will share it.
Thank you very much. Our 4 minutes is up. Stick around. The judges will be tallying or putting their scores down. Roger will collect them, and then we'll give them the opportunity to give you 2 minutes of feedback, not only on your presentation, but also based upon some of the material that you've already submitted that they have had access to. Tough standing up here watching.
Yeah, I know what I'm saying.
Maybe we should be looking out the window and talking about the snowfall. If you want to take pictures, please feel free to, and put them out there on social media. It's always good. And if we also have a Grow America Facebook page and of course Twitter. We are at Grow America. And growamerica.com is the website, or GrowAm, GROWAM.com. I'm sure you already know that. So we're at Grow America, and then our Facebook is Grow America. So please feel free to share. Okay, judges, we're ready for 2 minutes of feedback on the opportunity. It's 2 minutes cumulative, so let's share the mics, and please speak into the mic. I'm not sure that everybody in the back can always hear.
I thought you did a really good job at first of outlaying what the need is in the current marketplace. I think your presentation was smooth, other than a couple stutters there where you apologized. That kind of disrupted the flow a little bit, but I thought it was a good presentation.
Yeah, I agree. I think other than the few spots where you stopped the presentation, that was good. The question that remained for me was basically what sets you apart, and I don't think you got into that yet, but your time kind of limits you.
Congratulations. And I think I'd be interested in hearing a lot more on a granular and detailed level about your revenue model and how you'll be profitable with that, how people will set their own standard for rewards, how those rewards will be funded.
Yeah, great job on your pitch. The only thing I would recommend is maybe just not being so rehearsed, loosen up a little bit. I know it's a hard spot you're in right now, but as time goes on, you'll loosen up a little bit.
Thank you.
Great, thank you very much.